The King of Hearts holds a rare space in the card system. He is the emotional sovereign, the one who leads not through command, but through care. But don't be fooled by his gentle demeanor. Beneath it lies a curriculum of discipline, depth, and mastery. So, for anyone born with a solar value, life is not simply about feeling deeply, it's about guiding others with emotional integrity, even when the weight is heavy. The planetary cards that follow the King of Hearts form a roadmap of transformation, and each one whispers a different truth into the journey. In the Mercury position, the King of Diamonds sharpens the mind with executive precision. This is someone whose thoughts revolve around value, not just material, but also ethical and spiritual worth. Communication is rarely casual, it's meant to drive purpose and influence. There's a mental poise here, kind of boardroom clarity, even in emotional matters. For the King of Hearts, this means that emotional intelligence gets filtered through an unusually high standard. Words matter, intent matters, and often the right thing to say is the hardest, but that's what leadership demands. Venus brings in the Six of Hearts, a card of karmic balance in love, the Peacemaker's card. Relationships are never random for this person. They come preloaded with lessons and reckonings. Love isn't just a feeling here, it's a spiritual mirror. Harmony and peace are beautiful, but they come through accountability, not through avoidance. The King of Hearts, with this placement, draws partnerships that ask him to evolve emotionally, to take full responsibility not just for his heart, but for the emotional well being of those he affects. There's no coasting here, only conscious love. Mars, the planet of action and will, places the Four of Clubs front and center, mental stability as fuel for assertion. This isn't a fighter who rushes into battle. This is someone who needs a well-drawn map before lifting a sword. Discipline in thought leads to clarity in action. The King of Hearts here becomes a strategist, emotionally grounded yet intellectually alert. It's about choosing battles wisely and acting with the conviction of someone who knows that chaos is a luxury they cannot afford. Structure is freedom, order is strength. The Jupiter position brings the Two of Diamonds, the wheeler-dealer card, a card that thrives in partnership, especially where values align. For the King of Hearts, fortune favors collaboration, but only when it's rooted in integrity. There's an entrepreneurial spirit here, hunger for co-creation and shared prosperity. But it's not all about hustling. It's about discerning where mutual value can flourish. Whether in business, vision, or values, the right alliances open doors, and the wrong ones, they become karmic lessons in disguise. Saturn brings a spiritual wild card, the Jack of Spades. This card challenges the King of Hearts to evolve past cleverness into true wisdom. The temptation to play roles, to wear masks, or to manipulate situations for a smoother ride is real, but Saturn doesn't tolerate shortcuts. This placement demands spiritual integrity and maturity. It asks the King of Hearts to move beyond being liked and instead become respected, even if that means walking the harder path. The lesson here: true power is quiet, grounded, and earned. Uranus introduces the Eight of Clubs, mental mastery under pressure. This is a card of laser focus and stubborn brilliance. Innovation comes not from chaos, but from unwavering intellectual intensity. For the King of Hearts, this can manifest as a unique mental architecture, ideas that don't follow trends but shape them. The challenge here is not becoming rigid. The gift is genius in thought when it's allowed to breathe. Freedom here doesn't mean change for the sake of it. It means the ability to anchor bold ideas in truth. In the dreamscape of Neptune, the Six of Diamonds whispers of fairness in the unseen. This is a card of karmic justice in value and responsibility. There's a longing for things to finally balance out, for life to feel just and earned. For the King of Hearts, this creates a subtle spiritual contract to dream not just for himself, but for a more ethical world. The visions that emerge often about systemic fairness, whether in money, energy, or purpose. And the soul won't rest until it sees that vision reflected in reality. Finally, Pluto brings transformation through the Four of Spades, a card of functional structure. What gets tested here is not flesh, but function. Health, work, routine, discipline, these are all arenas where the King of Hearts must surrender what no longer serves. Comfort zones will be dismantled, but what remains will be solid and deeply dependable. True transformation comes not from chasing the extraordinary, but from refining the ordinary until it gleams with truth. This is Pluto's quiet revolution. For the King of Hearts, these planetary cards are not just influences, they are initiations. Each one calls forth a different form of mastery, of mind, of heart, of structure, and of soul. This life isn't about being loved, it's about becoming love in action. And for those who walk this path consciously, the crown becomes more than a symbol. It becomes a responsibility, worn not with pride, but with purpose.